Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003, Great American Ballpark. Today it's an NL Central Division matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Justice Sheffield starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, acquired by the Yankees in the Andrew Miller trade from the left side. Big arm. The Yankees think that this guy could be a very good pitcher, and they think he's going to be in their starting rotation heading into the future. Big fastball, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good selection of off-speed pitches. Once he learns to command those off-speed pitches, the sky's the limit for Justice Sheffield.
Line hard, deep into left. Dwyer is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the right fielder, Cole Roederer.
Striding forward for his first chance, Cole Roederer, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Now here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon, 62 degrees here at first pitch. Lays off, 2-2 now.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Cubs are turned away, and the Reds are coming to bat after a break. You're watching MLB Network. Trevor Rogers gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Rogers is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. One out, nobody on. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Here's Corey Seager as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Bader, base runner at first with one out. Ball two.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. The runners are at first and third, one away. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with two outs instead of one. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. The set and the 1-0. Runners at the corners, two men out. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's the 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Runners on first and third, two away. And it's fouled away.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Runners at the corners, two men out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
At the plate now, Patrick Dwyer popped him up. Bell in foul ground. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. The Reds are on top, 2-0. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1-2 count.
And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Renfroe is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
That is it. The left fielder, Seth Beer.
Now it'll be Seth Beer, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch of the AB on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he takes strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bader has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Matt Olson becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second.
Davey Grullo.
To the plate now, Davey Grillon. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. No home runs as of yet and 4 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
1 out, nobody on. Ripped down the first base line, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth.
Digging in next, Justice Sheffield. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman, Eric Mejia.
Next to hit, Eric Mejia. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Now he sends a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Reds leave 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Kyron Paris. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Digging in will be Josh Van Meter, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First offering.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-0. Sinker misses, ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. He's set, and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
At the plate, Victor Reyes, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Three and 0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Now the first pitch, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2.
Got to think he was sitting fastball right there to let that hanger go by. He won't see that pitch again the rest of the season.
Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. The relay throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple, and it'll push him out in front by a run.
Well, guys, there's an old saying about playing with matches. Certainly put himself in a tough spot with the bases loaded there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not only playing with matches, he's lighting fires. Lack of control, serving up base hits, and just grooving one here. Really looks out of sorts right now.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center.
And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Here it comes, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
One ball and 2 strikes to count.
A line shot to third base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time.
The batter.
Next, it'll be Seth Beer. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB, see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Bogaerts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Wilson Contreras is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Second baseman, Kyren Harris.
Stepping in now, Kyren Paris. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Man, the hit parade continues. It's not an easy thing to do in professional baseball. Doesn't seem like this inning's going to ever stop. Right now, they've already scored 7 runs.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Jose De Leon is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. That'll bring up Josh Van Meter as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 7 and the Reds 2.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They currently possess the lowest strikeout total in all of baseball, and when I asked one of their coaches about that stat, he told me that's no fluke. He said despite the trend in baseball these days where we see a lot of hitters being just as aggressive with 2 strikes as they are with no strikes, they don't believe in that as a club. They want their guys getting tougher and more focused with 2 strikes, and they seem to be getting the desired results. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch coming. Here it is as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Beer is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The batter, number 9.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here it comes.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes able to track it down for the 3rd out. Reds are down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now at the plate, here is Trevor Rogers. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-2. Softly hit out to short. And 1 gone. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First offering on its way. Victor Reyes is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Cole Roederer will be next. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now to bat, Cole Roederer. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball swung on and missed.
1 strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a nice bounce back inning there after the 7 spot last time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 7 and the Reds 2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. Ball 2 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Patrick Dwyer, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Roederer is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Beer is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 5. It's 7-2. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And there's a base hit on the line. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Josh Bell, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery.
Let the ball. 2-0.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Bogaerts gets his lead at first, nobody out. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And now here is Seth Beer, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. 7 runs, just 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Fastball well outside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this one's in the dirt, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And this is lined hard to deep left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs.
So next to hit is Kyron Paris. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 8-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So stepping in is Davy Grion. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here's the pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Lázaro Armenteros will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch on the way. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Eric Mejia will be next. Hard hit ball to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eric Mejia, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
This guy loves hitting right-handed against left-handed pitching, hitting over 350 on the year against left-handed pitching.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And that one yanked just foul. 2 out, nobody on. Popped up. Bell has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. Reds are down in order, still 8-2. Riley O'Brien gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here is Josh Van Meter. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Chopped weakly to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Long run for the left fielder. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Stepping in now, Trevor Rogers. Now a bunt attempt here, and that's out number 1. Next to stand in is Victor Reyes, grounded out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. With runners in scoring position this season, Reyes is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations. You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Here comes the 1-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up, and there's out number 2. The next Cub up, Cole Roederer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two balls and a strike. Van Meter on third with 2 out. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What an outstanding play to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs lead this one 8-2. Taijuan Walker enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
And now the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hut.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. That's just what they did right there.
Shortstop.
Big strikeout. Keep
Corey.
that guy off the base path.
Seager.
Here's Corey Seager, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Seager is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swinging bunt.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez
Eugenio.
flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
The batter.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Left fielder looking up, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Hunter Renfroe with a 2-run shot. 4th home run for him on the season, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The left fielder, number 22.
At the plate, Patrick Dwyer.
Dwyer.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 4. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-2.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is right there, 1 down. So the next to bat will be Josh Bell. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
1 strike.
One and 1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He'll try again, 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Next to dig in, Seth Beer. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1. Grounded to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
The pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2. Count.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Next
catcher,
up, Davy Grillon. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Grillon.
Now here's the first offering. In there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And there are 2 away now. George Springer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Here's the first pitch. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope. Ball. 2-0's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Manuel Gonzalez will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Ready to begin the 8th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the
catcher,
plate.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
Lifted in the air out to left. Dwyer is in his tracks now. 1 down. At the plate now is Kyron Paris. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB now. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Into the box, Josh Van Meter, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Hot shot down the line. A diving try at third, but this is by him, a fair ball.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Walker.
Tyler Wade will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 9-4 ball game.
The batter.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, Victor Reyes. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
To the plate now, Cole Roederer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Two and 0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Van Meter over at second. Wade at first, 2 out in the inning. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball and was able to come through.
Spencer Turnbull comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Here it comes, 1-0.
2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 on the way.
Nope. Ball.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 10-4. Jared Hartnett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Eric Mejia. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pitch on the way.
That's the ball.
Hartnett, 33 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. One and 1 the count now. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The pitch.
That's the ball. 2-2's the count.
Hard hit ball to short. Bogarts has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So one away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that missed.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Seager.
In now, Corey Seager, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning ends. Reds go down quietly. And that's not what they needed, down 10-4. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
That's the ball.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And this will be fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Next to hit is Seth Beer. He grounded out last time up. Now here's the first offering. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
High in the air into shallow left center. Dwyer comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Ready now is Wilson Contreras. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball in a count like that is just unforgivable.
Kyron Paris would be next. The 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Stepping in now, Kyron Paris. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Sinker misses outside, and he's behind 3-0. Josh Van Meter would be next. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Josh.
Striding in is Josh Van Meter. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Scott Barlow, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez.
The third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
From the stretch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe,
1-0.
as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. So now into the box is Patrick Dwyer. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. The catch is made, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
10-4 the final in this game. The Cubs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Trevor Rogers takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Justice Sheffield was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.